Turn to the other news this evening, and this evening, President-elect Donald Trump refusing to rule out using the military to take control of Greenland and the Panama Canal, and also saying that Canada should become part of the U.S.
Have you ever wondered what could drive a powerful leader to set his sights on one of the world's most remote and icy territories? Imagine a place where glaciers stretch as far as the eye can see, where strategic importance meets untapped natural wealth, and where one man's ambition might change the balance of global power. Today, we're diving into the mystery behind former President Donald Trump's notorious interest in Greenland. What could possibly be the real reason behind his desire to control this frozen landmass?
People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it. But if they do, they should give it up because we need it for national security. That's for the free world. I'm talking about protecting the free world.
The idea seems almost surreal. Greenland, with its vast ice sheets and sparse population, has long been known more for its natural beauty than for its strategic value. Yet, in a move that shocked world leaders and stirred fierce debate in international politics, Trump raised the specter of acquiring Greenland, an idea that many dismissed as outrageous. But was it merely a publicity stunt, or was there something more calculated behind it? In this investigation, we'll peel back the layers of political rhetoric, analyze historical context, and explore the hidden factors that might have driven one of the world's most controversial figures to pursue control over Greenland. Stay with us as we uncover the truth behind the headlines, and ask yourself, is there more to this icy frontier than meets the eye? Greenland, the world's largest island, is a land of extremes. Located between the Arctic and Atlantic Oceans, its rugged terrain, deep fjords, and vast ice sheets have captivated explorers for centuries. With a population of just over 56,000 people, the island might seem an unlikely focal point for global power plays. Yet, its strategic location and immense natural resources have long made it a prize for superpowers. For decades, Greenland has been caught in the crosshairs of competing interests. During the Cold War, its proximity to the North Pole and its air bases made it critical to both NATO and the Soviet Union. Today, as climate change reveals previously inaccessible resources and opens new maritime routes, Greenland's significance is only growing. Its untapped reserves of rare earth minerals, oil, and natural gas, along with its potential as a key military outpost, have captured the attention of global strategists. Into this mix of strategic importance and natural wealth steps Donald Trump, a man known for his bold statements and unorthodox political maneuvers. In January, Trump's suggestion that the United States should buy Greenland sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles.
We need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. You have approximately 45,000 people there. People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it.
While many brushed off the idea as hyperbolic, it forced us to ask, could there be a deeper rationale behind such a proposal? In this episode, we explore the multifaceted reasons behind Trump's interest in Greenland. We'll consider economic incentives, military strategy, geopolitical rivalry, and even environmental factors. Is it possible that Trump saw Greenland as a linchpin in an ambitious plan to secure American interests in the Arctic region? Or was this move merely a calculated piece of political theater designed to distract and rally support? By examining historical trends, current geopolitical challenges, and the growing competition for Arctic resources, we'll reveal why Greenland might be far more than just a remote, frozen outpost. It is a strategic asset that could reshape regional power dynamics and secure a nation's foothold in one of the last great frontiers on Earth. Strategic military value. When we consider the Arctic region's renewed importance on the global stage, the military value of Greenland immediately comes into focus. For decades, the island's location has been of interest to major powers because it sits at the crossroads of transatlantic flight paths and near key Arctic shipping lanes. Arctic Military Outpost. Throughout history, Greenland's airfields and bases have played crucial roles in early warning systems and long-range defense strategies. During the Cold War, US and NATO forces maintained a strong presence in Greenland to monitor Soviet missile activity and ensure control of the North Atlantic. Trump's rhetoric about Greenland wasn't just talk, it was a nod to America's historical military foothold in the Arctic. Securing a modern military base on Greenland could serve as a linchpin in countering emerging threats, particularly from nations expanding their influence in the Arctic. New threats in a changing climate. The melting ice in the Arctic has opened new navigable waters and trade routes. With these changes come new military challenges. As nations like Russia and China increase their military activities in the region, the United States may see Greenland as a critical counterbalance. A robust American presence in Greenland could provide strategic advantages, including advanced surveillance, rapid response capabilities, and a means to protect vital shipping lanes. Trump's interest in Greenland, therefore, can be understood as part of a broader strategy to reassert U.S. influence in a rapidly evolving geopolitical arena. The frozen frontier as a power projection hub. Imagine a state-of-the-art military base situated on the icy expanse of Greenland, serving as both a deterrent to potential adversaries and a launchpad for operations in the Arctic. Such an installation would not only symbolize American resolve, but would also provide tangible capabilities in monitoring and controlling key maritime routes. Trump's suggestion of acquiring Greenland might reflect an understanding of how this frozen frontier could be transformed into a potent symbol and instrument of American power in the 21st century. Economic and resource interests. Beyond its military significance, Greenland is a treasure trove of natural resources that could offer enormous economic benefits. As global energy markets evolve and demand for rare minerals increases, the economic stakes in Greenland become ever higher. Untapped natural resources. Greenland's vast reserves of oil, natural gas, and rare earth minerals have been known for years. The island's mineral wealth, ranging from iron ore to uranium and other critical metals, has the potential to fuel technological advancements and industrial growth. For a nation eager to secure energy independence and technological superiority, owning a piece of Greenland could provide a strategic edge. Trump's interest may be rooted in the promise of these resources, a way to bolster American industry and reduce reliance on foreign imports. The economics of the Arctic. The melting ice caps and thawing permafrost are not just environmental phenomena, they are economic catalysts. As previously inaccessible areas open up to exploration and extraction, Greenland stands at the forefront of a new economic frontier. Investment in Greenland's resources could translate into significant revenue streams and job creation, driving economic growth both locally and nationally. By positioning the United States as a key player in this emerging market, the acquisition of Greenland might be seen as a long-term economic strategy. Political leverage through economic dominance. Control over critical natural resources often translates into substantial geopolitical influence. In today's globalized economy, energy and resource security are central to national power. By tapping into Greenland's wealth, the United States could secure a vital component of its economic future, while simultaneously exerting leverage over rival nations. Trump's proposition, though controversial, may have been underpinned by the idea that economic power can reinforce political and military strength, a concept that has driven historical empires and modern superpowers alike. Geopolitical rivalry and global influence. Trump's unconventional suggestion to acquire Greenland also reflects broader geopolitical currents and the intense rivalries that shape international relations today. Countering Russian and Chinese influence. In recent years, both Russia and China have demonstrated a keen interest in the Arctic. Russia, with its long-standing presence in the region, has invested heavily in military infrastructure and resource exploration. Meanwhile, China has increasingly framed the Arctic as a new frontier for economic and scientific collaboration, even as its strategic intentions remain a matter of concern for the United States and its allies.
China has stated very clearly in its Arctic Policy White Paper published in January 2018 that it is interested in the Arctic shipping route.
In this context, control over Greenland could serve as a critical counterbalance, ensuring that American interests are protected and that no single rival gains undue influence in the Arctic region. Reasserting American dominance. The idea of America first has been a defining theme of Trump's political agenda. Proposals like acquiring Greenland resonate with a vision of reasserting American dominance on the global stage. By taking bold, unconventional actions, Trump sought to signal that the United States would not be outmaneuvered by its rivals. Whether or not the proposal was meant to be implemented literally, it underscored a willingness to challenge established norms and pursue national interests with unbridled ambition. In this light, Greenland becomes not merely a geographic target, but a symbol of American resurgence and defiance. Strategic negotiations and diplomatic leverage. Even if the actual acquisition of Greenland remains unlikely, the very suggestion can be a powerful tool in diplomatic negotiations. By raising the prospect of American control over a strategically valuable territory, the United States could exert pressure on other nations to reassess their positions and policies in the Arctic. In an era of shifting alliances and emerging power blocks, such bold proposals serve to remind the world that American interests are far-reaching and that the nation is willing to take extraordinary measures to secure them. Environmental and climate change considerations. While economic and military factors are at the forefront, environmental changes are also reshaping the strategic landscape of the Arctic, and Greenland in particular. Climate change as a game changer. The rapid warming of the Arctic is transforming Greenland in profound ways. As ice recedes and permafrost thaws, the region is not only becoming more accessible, but is also opening up vast new areas for exploration and development. This environmental shift has significant implications for resource extraction, shipping routes, and even military strategy. In a world where climate change is accelerating, controlling a region like Greenland could offer the United States an opportunity to adapt and capitalize on new realities. Trump's interest in Greenland, controversial as it might be, may have been influenced in part by these changing environmental dynamics. Balancing resource exploitation with environmental responsibility. Of course, the exploitation of Greenland's natural resources comes with serious environmental concerns. The prospect of large-scale extraction poses risks to fragile ecosystems and indigenous communities. Any long-term strategy involving Greenland must reconcile the competing demands of economic development and environmental preservation. This tension underscores the complexity of modern geopolitics, where strategic ambitions must be balanced against the imperative to protect our planet. While Trump's proposal may have emphasized economic and military gains, it also inadvertently highlights the need for sustainable management of Arctic resources in an era of rapid climate change. The Arctic as the future of global politics. As the Arctic continues to transform, its significance in global politics will only increase. Nations around the world are rethinking their strategies in response to new environmental realities and the opening of previously inaccessible territories. Greenland sits at the nexus of these changes, making it a focal point for debates about energy security, environmental stewardship, and international cooperation. Trump's controversial proposal, therefore, can be seen as part of a broader trend, a recognition that control over the Arctic may well define the geopolitical landscape of the future. So what is the real reason Trump wanted to control Greenland? When we piece together the various factors, from military strategy and economic interests to geopolitical rivalry and environmental change, a complex picture emerges. On one hand, Greenland offers unparalleled strategic value as a military outpost in a rapidly evolving Arctic theater. Its location alone provides the United States with a potential advantage in monitoring and countering rival activities, particularly from Russia and China. On the other hand, Greenland's immense natural resources represent a tantalizing economic opportunity, a way to secure energy independence and stimulate growth in a new frontier. At the same time, the proposal carries significant symbolic weight. Trump's bold suggestion was not merely about acquiring territory, it was a declaration of American ambition. By daring to propose such an unconventional move, he aimed to reassert U.S. dominance on a global stage increasingly defined by fierce competition for resources and influence. Even if the idea of buying Greenland was never meant to be taken literally.
President Trump has been talking a lot about his neighbors recently, talking about acquiring Canada and the Panama Canal and Greenland.
It served as a powerful rhetorical device, one that forced policymakers and citizens alike to confront the evolving challenges of the 21st century. Yet, as we consider these factors, we are also reminded of the delicate balance between ambition and responsibility. The potential benefits of controlling Greenland must be weighed against environmental risks, the rights and well-being of its indigenous population, and the broader implications for international relations. In our rapidly changing world, the pursuit of power and resources comes with ethical and practical challenges that no single nation can ignore. Ultimately, the real reason behind Trump's interest in Greenland may be found in the convergence of these factors: a mix of strategic foresight, economic pragmatism, and a desire to project strength in a turbulent global environment. It is a reminder that in the arena of international politics, even the most outlandish ideas can contain kernels of profound insight into the future of global power. From its icy expanse to its vast natural wealth, Greenland embodies the complexities and contradictions of our modern world. A land that is at once remote and deeply connected to global currents of power, economics, and environmental change. The real reason behind Trump's suggestion to control Greenland lies not in mere political theatrics, but in a genuine recognition of these evolving dynamics. Whether viewed as a strategic military asset, a treasure trove of untapped resources, or a symbol of American resurgence, Greenland occupies a unique position on the world stage. What do you think? Is the idea of controlling Greenland a visionary strategy for securing national interests in the Arctic? Or is it an overblown fantasy that risks unsettling the delicate balance of international relations? We invite you to share your thoughts and join the conversation. If you found this deep dive into the real reasons behind Trump's controversial proposal insightful, please hit the like button, subscribe for more investigative explorations into today's most compelling geopolitical stories, and leave a comment below with your views. Thank you for watching. And remember, sometimes the most unexpected places hold the keys to understanding our complex world.